Scene 2, take 1.
Take 1. Oh. Okay. I've always had like a very strong affinity for film. I've always been very passionate about it. Like growing up, that's like the greatest like connection that I had, like especially with my father. He always showed me like very old films from like the 50s and 60s, and that's how we like bonded. I've always been surrounded by film and I've always like thoroughly enjoyed it. I think deep down I've always wanted to go into the film industry and like do stuff with filmmaking, but because of whether it be like my own family's like financial situation or just the way the world works, I never thought that it would be like a feasible job to go into. Finally, in high school, I was like, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't do it. Like I applied to like film school and stuff, and then I ended up coming here, and I didn't go into film right away. The first couple of years I went into business and I was doing marketing. I realized that like I really hated it and I didn't like it at all. I guess like my sophomore year too, I had a lot of personal stuff happen that I guess made me realize that like life is short and that you should do what you're passionate about. So I think that's when I decided that I wanted to switch over. So then right after that, the next semester I was in the film major. One, my dad showed me like every John Wayne movie like ever. So I like watched a lot of westerns. I really don't like westerns, but I've seen like too many of them. I really loved like The Great Escape with like Steve McQueen, Mel Brooks film. So like Young Frankenstein was like one of my favorite movies ever. I think that's like the funniest thing ever. Like Wizard of Oz and stuff like that. And then my mom got me really into like the 80s movies, so then I was really obsessed with like the Brat Pack stuff, like Breakfast Club and stuff. It's been a wild mix between both of my parents, kind of giving me like what they think is like the best. Yeah. My parents are like kind of more confident in me going into that than I was. So they've definitely always been like 100% supportive. They've raised me to be like very grateful for like whatever I've had in life. They're super, super hardworking. They don't have jobs like in creative fields at all. But even though they don't, they have very like creative minds. They're very much into all aspects of life, whether it's like music and film and television and theater. So they've always been super encouraging to like my brother and I to kind of like pursue whatever we want, because they know that life is short and like just do what you love, I guess. Yeah. My first shoot that I ever like did for school or for anything, it was a very, very short film and we were very limited on time. The day that we were first starting to shoot, one of the girls in my group, she got into a car accident. So, and she had the camera, so we couldn't do anything for like a day. And then the next day we had like more issues with like cameras and stuff like that. And then the day after that, my car got totaled too. A camera that we got from the school, it didn't have a memory card. So it was like the week from hell, and I really don't know how we actually filmed anything and like completed anything. It made me realize that you need to plan a lot like ahead of time and kind of have like backup plans. I've always loved writing. I've always kind of been drawn to that aspect of it. Obviously, I would like to eventually like direct my own films and hopefully be in that position of having that sort of power. But for now, I thoroughly enjoy like writing stuff either based from like my own personal experiences or like more creatively. So I think writing would be like the main thing that I would want to do. I think like advice I would give to anyone, I guess, no matter like what field it is, if you find something that you love, and even if you like start to think you're sort of good at it, I think you should just like capitalize on that. And if it's something that you love, then it doesn't really matter like how hard it is. Stick to doing what you love. Yeah, that's like very basic, but yeah.
That's always true.
It is true.